my name's Diane. You're currently watching the Just Kidding Around show. Thank you so much for joining us. Each week we introduce our home viewers to people from our community that offer very special opportunities for us. And this week I'm thrilled to introduce you to Amber Smith. Hi, Amber.
Hi.
And Amber works for LOTT, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But first we want to look in the camera and give a shout out. If you want to look into Arnie's camera one,
Hi.
Give a shout out to somebody.
Well, I guess I could say hi to all my family and friends out there, especially my son Spencer. I think he would think this is really cool, and talking to Charles behind the camera, I think he would really enjoy that.
And I want to give a shout out to Charles. He's got a lot of experience, and we're very lucky to have him on our show. He knows all those secret signs that I've got to learn. So, hi, Charles. Well, Amber, is this your first time at TCTV?
I have been here a couple of times before. Okay. I did a PSA one time for the Wet Science Center, which was really fun.
And PSA stands for what?
Public service announcement.
Very good.
So a short little clip advertising the Wet Science Center. And I also did a digital stories class here, which was really fun.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
So this is your first opportunity to really explain a lot about,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Could we start with what is LOTT? What do those letters stand for?
Oh, good. So LOTT stands for Lacey, Olympia, Tumwater, and Thurston County. And the LOTT Clean Water Alliance is the local wastewater utility here in our area. So we take all of the dirty water that goes down the drain or down the toilet in our 3 local communities, Lacey, Olympia, Tumwater. They come to the treatment plant, which is downtown near East Bay, and we clean up that dirty water. So that's our main job, but we also have a really fun science center.
Okay, and you have a great outreach, and you start young with the kids, don't you?
So we mostly see 5th grade and up. So
okay.
5th graders are the youngest kids that we see in terms of our formal school program, but we do see all ages on Saturdays.
All right. And what is this? How do you see them? Do they just sit there and look at pipes turning water? And how does that work? What do you do?
So we have a really cool interactive science center. It's called the Wet Science Center, and WET stands for Water Education and Technology. And our exhibit gallery has all kinds of hands-on interactive games about water, and lots of ways for people to understand the water cycle and how much water they're using every day and how to conserve it, how we clean it up at LOTT. So lots of little activities throughout the exhibit gallery.
We're so lucky to have that. I have heard that people take buses, field trips down here from a lot of faraway places.
Yeah, so we have a partnership with our 3 local school districts. So we see an entire grade level in each of our local school districts, but we also have people coming from literally around the world to visit.
The world?
Literally from around the world. We had multiple countries have come to see how we're treating the water in the wastewater treatment plant, but also how we're engaging our community and how we do community education and how we run our science center. That's pretty unique for a treatment plant.
It's wonderful, and if our home viewers haven't been there, I strongly encourage you to go. And what are the hours that you're open, just on Saturday?
It's actually Monday through Saturday from 10 to 4. 10 till 4. And we're always free.
And you're always free. Well, the money's, somebody's paying for it.
Right. So we are ratepayer based. So anybody that sends their dirty water to us chips in a little bit on their water bill every month. And those wastewater fees, a portion of them go to the Wet Science Center.
That means you're already paying for it. Get down there, have a look. It is exciting. It's just such a upbeat place to be, I think.
Yeah.
So where do they find it? I thought I saw a picture. Don't you have a picture somewhere of the opening of the actual building itself from the outside?
So we are downtown, and we're right next to the Hands-On Children's Museum.
So if you've been to the Hands-On Children's Museum, it's a perfect place for it.
It is really nice.
Who was there first?
LOTT was there first. So the Bud Inlet Treatment Plant was there, started being built in 1949.
Oh my gosh.
The treatment plant was up in operation in 1952.
Oh my goodness.
So it's been there a long time. It was the very first thing down there besides the port. Port operations have been down there. Well, that whole area of town has been completely redesigned.
Refurbished,
Yes.
yeah, redesigned. Oh, there you go. So this is, what are we looking at on the screen right now?
Okay. So this is just some snapshots of the Wet Science Center and the kinds of activities that we have going on. Each Saturday we have a different program.
Okay.
So Saturdays are a big day with the community.
So you change it every week?
Every Saturday we have a different program.
And you said the field trips are for 5th grade and up. What if,
Yep.
what if I have a 5-year-old? Can I come in on the weekend?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
It's just the formal school program where they come for a 2-hour field trip. We really target the 5th through 8th grade is sort of our sweet spot.
But if I have an entire family of multiple ages, I can bring them all. And
Yep.
parents, you need to get there
Yep.
to see it.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
The adults would love the interactive experience
Yeah.
too. So again,
Yeah.
it's next to the Children's Museum, and there was a picture somewhere of the, didn't we, or did we open on that picture already?
Yeah, we opened on that. So that's right off of, our address is Adams, 500 Adams Street, Northeast, downtown Olympia.
Okay, there it is.
There's the entrance.
That's it. That's
the
entrance.
big, beautiful gray office building, and inside on the first floor is the Science Center. And that building right there is actually pretty cool. It's only 6 years old, so that, like you said, that whole area of town is new. That building is 6 years old, and it's LEED Platinum certified, which means it's a...
What?
So green buildings, there's a certification for green buildings.
I never knew that.
And platinum is the highest rating you can get through the
Really?
LEED program.
So does that mean it's solar powered or something?
We actually have something better than solar power, I think.
What's that?
Well, we happen to have a lot of solid waste,
Okay.
a lot of number 2 on hand because we're a treatment plant. So we take the methane gas from the
goodness.
treatment plant and we convert methane gas into electricity, and
right.
we generate enough electricity to power that building.
Unbelievable. And then don't you have like little waterfalls on the outside too? Or?
Yep, we have, we use Class A reclaimed water, which is a really highly treated recycled water, and we use that around our building and our landscaping. We flush our toilets with it.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a showcase, kind of showing our commitment to sustainability.
So in other words, these people that come from all around the world to visit, they're looking at those things too.
Right, they look
your
at our
sustainability and your
Exactly.
footprint. So what picture are we looking at right now? What is that?
Oh, it looks like he pulled up an illustration of the urban water cycle. So one thing that we talk a lot about is helping people to understand where their water comes from and where it goes when they're done using it. And so here in Thurston County, all of our drinking water comes from underground. We drink groundwater that's stored in aquifers. So that shows that there's water underground, and our wells tap into that. And then that water, the cities move that clean drinking water through pipes and deliver it to our homes. And then when people are done using that water, when it goes down the drain or down the toilet, it goes through the sewer pipes. And those sewer pipes lead to LOTT's wastewater treatment plant. And we clean that water up before we put it back out into the environment.
Is it true that all the water that we have now is all the water that ever was?
We are drinking the same water the dinosaurs drank.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And the dinosaurs peed. That's what I've
Well,
heard.
it all moves around in a continuous
Isn't
cycle.
that something?
But nature's good at cleaning up water, and I like to say at the treatment plant, we're just mimicking natural systems. We just do it
that's
on a bigger, faster scale. Yeah.
So now I hate to bring up my mother's name, but she's a great lady, but when it comes to her lawn, she really wants a green lawn, and to me that's not that great, but I don't care that much about her.
Yeah.
But what do you think about people that put things on lawns or in gardens, or they wash cars, and they're using things that aren't environmentally friendly? Like, I hate to say weed and feed, or terribly strong soaps on cars.
Right.
Tell me about how we can, as individuals, help keep the groundwater clean.
Well, that's a really good point. So right now, the number one threat to Puget Sound, to the health of Puget Sound, is polluted stormwater runoff.
Stormwater. Okay.
So when it rains really hard, and that rainwater, like it is now, I can hear the rain.
They can't hear on the air.
So when it rains, that rain picks up all of the contaminants that may be on our lawns, on our streets, and it picks up those pesticides and fertilizers
Right.
and oil.
And I didn't mean to pick on weed and feed.
Right, there's a lot of things.
Or on my mom.
Yeah.
But a lot of people want really nice green lawns.
Yeah.
And they put poisons on those lawns.
Yeah.
Fertilizers.
There are more natural, slow-release fertilizers.
There are?
There's compost. There's lots of ways. You can have no lawn. There's lots of options, but it's those kinds of things that are causing problems in Puget Sound.
Isn't that interesting?
You know, another big one, people not picking up after their dogs.
Oh, you're kidding me.
We
you
have
would think
a
that would
lot-
be natural.
We have a lot
Dog
of dogs.
poop?
I heard maybe like 45,000 dogs in Thurston County. I'd like to check that number, but even if a portion of those owners aren't picking up their pet waste, when it rains, all of that waste and that bacteria goes into Puget Sound.
We're drinking it.
Well, we don't drink, our drinking water doesn't come from Puget Sound.
Yeah.
Remember, it's from
Yeah.
underground.
Oh, right. You always said that
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
So we're not drinking it, but it does mean that would be a high level of bacteria in the water. Maybe a shellfish bed might get closed. Things like that. So picking up after dogs is a really, really important thing.
You probably shouldn't have told me that. I'm not a dog owner, but that's one of my pet peeves is when, I don't want to be crude, but I live by, how about this, dog poo park. I live in a condominium and live in this little spot where people like to walk their dogs. People from our community come into our condominium, let their dogs go to the bathroom, and they don't pick it up.
Well, if you don't have a pet waste station where they can get bags, I think that
We
Thurston
do.
County. Oh, you do have one already. Okay.
Yeah, there's bags there. I don't know why, because I love where I live. It's just a real natural environment, a lot of trees and everything. And so I
Nice.
think people in the neighborhood think, oh, I'll go to this little place. It's like a park and let my dog go to the bathroom there.
And they don't clean up.
And they
after
don't
it.
clean up.
That's a problem.
Already, and in the summer it smells. So that's interesting. So now I can go up to those people and say, did you know that that's going into the...
That hurts Puget Sound. See that
Yes.
storm drain over there? When it rains, it gets picked up, goes down the storm drain,
Yeah.
and directly into our water.
And that's the worst thing? The
Well,
dog poo?
so polluted stormwater runoff,
Right.
in general.
total.
Yeah,
Right.
total. So everything that would go in there, whether that's
So oil.
oil,
People have gotten better about that, though.
fixing
oil.
leaks. Yep.
I think that's one of the things that is most improved, isn't it?
There's a lot right now. Our local cities, our Thurston County Stream team is running a whole "Don't Drip and Drive" campaign, helping to
Don't trip.
don't drip and drive. Yeah, we're looking out for the water around here. It's really important.
Wow.
really
Yeah, I
important.
feel like, because it seems like we used to have more oil on pavement that you don't see quite so much anymore.
Yeah, I think it's still an issue, but I think it is getting better.
Yeah, the dog poo thing's getting worse. But
Well, I'd like to think it's improving, but that's that's the importance of education, right? So that's
okay.
what I do. I'm
And
an
that's
educator.
your job. So
I
you're
love it.
top dog there?
Well, I'm the education manager, so I
Okay.
oversee the Wet Science Center and our education programs, and then there's lots of other great jobs at LOTT keeping us going.
And then you said that you change the exhibit every week. Are you responsible for that?
So our exhibits stay the same, but our Saturday programming changes.
okay.
So
All
I do oversee the different programs that we offer every Saturday. So one
Okay.
Saturday we might be doing microscope labs and a topic on maybe extremophiles and looking at water bears, or
how
we do octopuses, or we do arts and crafts.
So if we come down every weekend, wow, we'd
Something
be very
new.
knowledgeable.
Yes.
We don't feel like if you've been down there on a Saturday or something, oh, I've done that, let's do something that's different this next Saturday. You could go down every week.
Yeah, every Saturday there's something
Yeah.
different. And on our website, wetsciencecenter.org, click on our events calendar. We have something different every week, and we make it fun for the whole family. So families can come down there, play together, learn together.
So a single adult?
Yes.
I could go.
Yes. I have a ton of adults that come down there.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have
And
adult night?
Find us on social media. That's
Okay.
another way to stay up to date with what's going on.
Is there adult night?
We have adults come there all the time on their own.
Okay.
We haven't had, you know how the Hands-On Children's Museum has those adult swim nights?
Yeah.
We've been talking about that, having maybe something just for adults
That would be
at the
nice,
Science
because
Center.
I feel kind of funny with a bunch of kindergartners, and there I'd be,
You'd
I
be
might look
surprised
a little
if you.
tall.
So the Hands-On Children's Museum, you have to have a child to come in. The Wet Science Center, we have a lot of adults that come in there by themselves as
Okay.
well. So you'd be surprised. There's people of all ages, and our
Okay.
programming, especially our Saturday programs.
All right.
We have lots of adults that show up just for that
Maybe
content.
sometime I'll meet Charles down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I bet
maybe.
that would be fun. Okay, so you know what? The director, Tom, has some pictures in there. Can he just throw a picture up and maybe we talk about it?
Sure. Yeah.
So, Tom, could you please throw a picture up? What are we looking at?
Ooh, that's one of our exhibits, Explore Your Urban Water Cycle. So there's a huge touchscreen TV, and you can go up there and learn about drinking water, storm water, reclaimed water, and maybe learn about how a septic system works. So you can touch any of these hot spots to find out more information about how water moves throughout our urban water cycle. So that's one of our interactive games.
Okay, and the kids just touch the screen and
Yep.
then, all right, thank you. Oh, wow, thank you, Arnie. He must have seen me squinting.
Oh,
And
so
what is
this,
scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. So when people come to the Science Center, they can explore on their own, or we do have these fun scavenger hunts that families can do to navigate their way throughout the exhibit gallery, and everybody can win a prize. After you do a scavenger hunt, you can get a prize.
Seriously?
Yep.
I'll go down there just to
Yeah,
win a
we have
prize.
some fun. We have
I
some
love
fun prizes.
prizes.
Yeah.
You have those rulers that change colors, and I've never seen any
Yep.
other place that has them
Yep.
but you.
They're really fun.
Yeah. So do we have any more pictures? Did you just bring two?
I think he's been showing a lot. Out of the corner of my eye, I've seen quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
One that he showed that I think is interesting is that talks about our water footprint, how much water people actually use every day. I think that's something that people don't think about. So each one of us uses about 150 gallons of water a day.
Oh, no.
Well,
I find that.
but
Is this
in
it?
reality, so we use where it says in the home. So depending on where you're at, 100 to 150 gallons of water a day directly, like washing our hands, taking showers, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But we're also consuming water in the things that we buy, the food that we eat, and the energy that we use.
Oh, I see.
So each one of us is actually using more than 2,000 gallons of water every day.
Unbelievable.
One pair of jeans,
Uh-huh.
2,000 gallons of water to make it.
What? Just to make them?
Yep. One double cheeseburger? Guess. How many gallons of water do you think to make one double cheeseburger?
Half a gallon.
2,700 gallons of water to make one double.
To me, I'm not getting that at all.
Okay.
Why would it take so many
look,
gallons of water?
So he's showing some everyday
yes,
items and how
yeah.
much water. So
Thanks for putting that up.
if you think about all the ingredients in that double cheeseburger,
Yeah.
and how water might have been used to make that ingredient. So the bun comes from wheat. We have to irrigate wheat with water to make the bun.
Yes.
The hamburger, we have to, the cow needs water. They eat food that requires a lot of watering. So
Yes,
you can
the
start
grain.
adding that up.
Right.
And basically everything we use, eat, buy, it all uses water.
That's
We
unbelievable.
really rely on water in so many ways every day.
Unbelievable. So we got to keep it clean.
We have to keep it clean. We have to use it wisely. And he did show a picture of this giant water calculator we have at the Science Center. It's pretty fun. It's a way for people to see visually how much water they're putting down the drain every day. So there it is. So you can add up
that
all
what
the
that is?
things
That's
you
a
do.
calculator?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
giant water calculator.
Okay.
And then you can see the jugs light up, and you can see what 90 gallons of water looks like. And I know for kids, for adults too, but to see what that actually looks like is pretty powerful.
So can we control that? If we still want to eat a hamburger, are we going to feel guilty now that we know how much? How do we control that?
So we
Or
can
make a difference?
Yeah, we can make decisions every day to use water wisely. Easy things we can do is taking shorter showers at home.
Okay, shorter showers.
So instead of a 20-minute shower, try to go more 5 or 10 minutes. We actually give out shower timers at the Science Center to help people start timing their showers. We could not do things around the house like running full loads of laundry or dishes. So that uses water wisely.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things, not letting the faucet run.
And when you're brushing your teeth.
brushing your teeth, yep.
Sometimes it runs and runs and runs.
Yep.
So just even if each one of us does
Yeah.
a little small part. So this is probably off the subject, but when we were talking about the wastewater, the runoff that's so bad.
Yeah.
What about when we're doing laundry? what about detergents and things that we put in the water? Are there better things that you recommend?
You know, it's really interesting. So wastewater treatment plants were designed to remove most things from water. But nowadays we have so many different types of products and so many different ingredients in those everyday products. And it's interesting, if you ever flip the label around to actually read the label, how many different chemical ingredients are in everyday things.
Yeah.
Well, some of those chemicals are very, very difficult to get out of water.
Ooh.
So it's a whole new emerging area of science. For the first time, we're able to detect these things at very low concentrations in
so
water.
That's good.
So we can pick things up at parts per billion or parts per trillion.
Okay. So is laundry soap included in that?
So most laundry soap is going to be fine, and wastewater treatment plants, our wastewater treatment plant in particular, is pretty good at removing a lot of these, what are called residual chemicals from our everyday stuff. Our treatment plant removes a lot more than the average.
Okay.
However, there are some of these chemicals that pass through treatment plants.
So wait a minute, I want to go back. You said ours removes more than the average. So you're saying each treatment plant around the United States or around the world treats at a different level?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I can move from here to Flint, Michigan. Poor Flint. They get picked on. I have to pick another Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Charles is giving me a sign. I got to watch it. He knows what he's doing, too. Uh-oh. We're down to 3 minutes, Amber.
So I will say, yes, LOTT,
Okay.
the LOTT Clean Water Alliance and the Bud Inlet Treatment Plant are cleaning water to the highest standard on Puget Sound. We're doing advanced secondary treatment. We're cleaning water to a very high standard.
Unbelievable.
And that's something we're really proud of.
But we can help too. I mean, it's great we've got this wonderful facility.
Yes.
But we can each personally make a difference. Even if we take
Yeah.
5 minutes off our shower, a few minutes or less running of water.
Yeah.
And can I tell you what I do? I wash all my clothes in vinegar. Is that weird?
No, it's fine.
That's okay. It
That's
gets
a
them
natural
clean.
cleaner. That's a natural cleaner.
It gets them clean. So, you
So
know,
I have one tip if you're looking at trying to be a really smart shopper to
Yes.
avoid some of those problematic chemicals for
Yes.
water or for our bodies. The Environmental Working Group has an app. It's a healthy living app you can have on your phone or go on the website to find it. And you can search everyday products and it will give you a toxicity rating, a 1 to 10.
goodness.
And
and
it will
who is
tell
it
you
that has this again?
the Environmental Working Group.
Environmental Working Group.
Yep, and they have their skin deep database, but it's also in an app now, so you can take your smartphone to the store and
Is this
scan
what-
a barcode.
Is that what Tom has up right there?
He's showing something about our social media. Just follow us on
Okay,
social
so go
media.
there, and they'll give you more information too.
Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah.
barcode you're saying that you can
So
scan?
all products have a little barcode, and
Oh
if
my
you have this
gosh.
app on your phone can scan it, and it will say, "Oh, okay, well this product has a score of 3. It's in the green safe zone, or this product is a 10 in the red zone.
Don't
you
buy
might want
it.
to avoid that." And it'll
Wow.
say, "Here are the ingredients that are a problem and why." So then you can
Got
start
it.
making good choices at the store to avoid things that might not be good for you or the water.
We've got to start making a
Yeah.
difference, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, you know something I heard of, and I don't know how much this is really a problem, but years ago women would exfoliate, and I think women still exfoliate. And what you do is you wash your face with like different exfoliants. And one of them used to be these little beads.
Oh, microbeads.
Little
yeah.
microbeads. Women would wash their face with these microbeads to take out the top layer, so guess you look dewy, or I don't know what you did. But I heard on Dr. Oz that they're actually clogging up the water system. Is that true?
Microbeads are becoming more and more of a problem.
It just
And they're
seems-
slowly being phased out in some areas. So I think
Yes,
over
it's getting
time we're
harder.
not going to always be using microbeads because they're so small they pass through all of our systems.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why. Because that's what I was thinking. They just seem so innocent, those little tiny beads,
tiny.
but that's the very problem,
Yeah.
is because they are so small.
Yeah.
They're passing through systems.
You want to know our biggest problem?
Dog poo?
Not dog poo. At a wastewater treatment plant, wipes.
Oh, baby wipes.
Wipes clog pipes. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
I think I did hear that one
Wipes,
before.
not even baby wipes, like baby wipes, but also there's face wipes in the bathroom,
yes.
there's kitchen wipes.
Don't
and
use
some,
wipes.
And some even say flushable. Well, you can use them, but just don't flush them. Even the ones that say flushable,
Don't flush them.
don't flush them. Flushable is an unregulated term.
Oh,
It doesn't mean
great.
anything. So wipes are clogging our equipment, our pipes, our pump stations.
No. No wipes, people, please. If that's all you get from the show, no
Don't
wipes.
flush wipes.
Charles is cutting me off here. Charles is saying, I'm going to have to wrap up. Amber,
Okay.
you've been so fun. I hope we got to show a lot of your pictures.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And thanks for coming. And I'm going to get down there.
Awesome. We'd love to have you.
And I want to get one of those things you said you give out. That,
Shower timer?
Yeah, like a shower timer.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Because, I always think I'm going to go in the shower and take about 5 minutes, and that shower feels so good. I sometimes have to turn the cold water on sometimes.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're interested in this wonderful little water exhibit, it's just go down the Children's Museum, and it's right across the street.
There you go.
And it's free, though. It's free. It's
Yep.
an unbelievable resource for our community. We're so lucky. And thank you, Amber.
Yeah. Thank you very
I
much.
hope you come back again sometime.
Yeah, I would love to.
So we're going to have to wrap up. I want to say goodbye to Charles, and thank you. Charles, he's been to King 5 before. He knows
Awesome.
what he's doing. So thank you, Charles, for all your hard work on this show. Thank you also, bye, Charles. And thank you also to Arnie, John, Lori, and Tom Patton. But
Great.
anybody you want to say goodbye to?
Well, thank you, everyone here. It's a great opportunity to come down and
Yeah.
Introduce the Science Center to the community. So thanks.
And this is a great facility.
I did. And
Yeah.
I learned that this is all volunteer run mostly. And
know.
thank you so much for doing this for our community. It's really
Yeah,
great.
thank you. Bye. Tune in
Bye.
again. We're on every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.